Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yatrupatam vande paramanandamadavam Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. By the end of chapter 3, Bhagavan Krishna thought that he has taught all that needs to be taught. What is our Swarupa, true nature, and by what means its knowledge can be gained. Thinking that teaching is over, Bhagavan Krishna is praising this knowledge. Arjuna, this knowledge is something which is unparalleled in the entire cosmos. Nothing can match it. And it is not something new I have told you. It is so in vogue from the beginning of the creation. It is me only in the beginning of creation who taught it to Vivaswa, etc. And it was being continued. But in course of time, it got out of practice, out of the reach of the common people. Same knowledge I have imparted you today. Arjuna gets a doubt. Arjuna knows Bhagavan Krishna as a Krishna, his birth is recent. How can I teach this at the beginning of the creation? She poses the question for which Bhagavan is now replying. Bahuni me veditani janmani tavacha Arjuna. Tanyaham veda sarvani natvam veta parantam. Arjuna, many lives I have taken in the past. Also you. But I know them all, but you don't know it. Why? Because your knowledge is clouded, obstructed by papa, punya, raga, dvesha, moha, mada, matsara. Whereas me as avatar, my knowledge is unobstructed. It is something pure, unveiled. It is not veiled, covered by anything as such. And therefore, me being sarvajnaha, omniscient, and that being the case, so I know them all. The question comes now, how come Paramatma Tattva, Brahman, which is Nirguna Nirakara, Avikriya, changeless, can take a birth? And not only one birth, Bahuni says, who Bhagavan Krishna, many lives I have taken in the past, you also. How is it possible? Because for any birth, you need karma phalas. As a jiva, everyone has got stock of endless future births, stock of karma, which can give ananta koti janma. But when it comes to Parameshwara, Paramatma, he is free from karma phala. When there is no karma phala, how can a body be taken? How can he have the birth? Brahman cannot undergo change. Birth means modification, change in the world. It cannot. How can it take? So this question comes, and now Bhagavan is explaining how avatara takes place, and when avatara takes place, why avatara takes place. Now here, avatara, we mean incarnation, means descending down. Actually, though this word is used for descending down, avatara, taking birth of Parameshwara, it applies to Jiva equally. Actually, Jiva also is the avatara, descending down. How come? From the Paramatma Sarupa. Avatara, incarnation, has also descended down. Jiva also descended down, but there is difference. Difference is avatara of Parameshwara has got the creative power in his control. He has got omniscience, omnipotence, of course, omnipresence. Whereas Jiva is under the control of avidya, ignorance. His knowledge is limited. His power is limited. And he is confined to a body only, not everywhere. There's difference. See, Avataravada, the fact of taking avatara, then Jiva Brahma Aikya, identity between the Jiva and Brahma, plus karma phalas, results of action. These are the three exclusive features of Sanatana Dharma, whom they call the Hindus. These are three cardinal features of Sanatana Dharma: Jiva Brahma Aikya, Avataravada, and Karma Phalavada. So they're very important things. So now let Bhagwan tell us how this avatara takes them. Ajopi sannavayatma bhutanam ishvaropi san prakritim swamadhisthaya sambhava sasambhavamyatma mayaya. Says ajaha api, though I am unborn, because to take a birth, papa punya are necessary. Paramarthikataya, from the absolute reality standpoint, I am free from papa punya. Birth is impossible for me. Again, Avyayatma. Avyayatma, the one whose Jnana Shakti, power of knowledge, and also Kriya Shakti, power of action, is never waning. Akshina, it does not diminish. Means one has got all knowledge, omniscience, omnipotence, all strength. That is why, and not only that, Bhutanam Ishvaraha Pisa. I am the master of all the objects and beings. What do I do? Now think of it. If Parameshwara can create a Jagat, creation, or can create a Jagat for providing the field of experience for all jivas, because that's why creation takes place, according to their karma. He can easily have an embodiment for a specific purpose in this mission. Suppose a philanthropic builder constructed many houses for the slum dwellers, free, out of compassion for them. Can you not have a house for him? Is it not possible for him to have construct a house like that? If Parameshwara can create the entire cosmos, this Srishti, if for a specific purpose he needs a body, he can wield a body. But difference is there. What is that? Prakritim swam adhisthaya. Prakriti, Maya Shakti, creative power, keeping it under my control. Not like Jiva who is under control of Maya or Avidya. No. That means I do not get deluded by this Maya Shakti. Maya Shakti, the creative power, is under my control. I use it as I want it. It cannot control me, unlike in the case of Jiva. That Maya Shakti is such that it deprives the individual of their knowledge of the Swarupa, that they are not different from Parameshwara. That Prakriti, Maya Shakti, I keep under my control. Adhisthaya. Sambhavami. I take birth. Actually, it is an appearance. An appearance as though a body is wielded. So, like sun rises, is only Brahma. Sun is stationary. But because of the particular situation, context, it appears as though rising. Our eyes report that it is rising. But actually it is the earth that revolves, sun is stationary. Like that, for outward appearance, I appear to have a body. That is how it means. Nirakara appears as Sakara. It is just like water appearing as ice cube. See, ice cube has a form. Iceberg or ice cube, whatever it may be. Water has no form. That way. So here, that is Parameshwara, Paramatma, Brahma only appears as though each, that is what? Avatara, incarnation. Sambhavami, Atma Maya, by my Maya Shakti. Unlike in the case of Jiva, who is born of Karma Phala, Papa and Punya. So the distinction now. Though unborn, appears to be born. In olden days, I say, on radio, on the days of Ramnavami, etc., one song used to be sung. Ajanma janma se ala. Ajanma, one who is unborn, who has no birth. But janma se ala has taken a birth. For Vyavahara, right, the appearance. Absolute standpoint, there is nothing but Brahma and Brahma only. Of course, the same thing applies to Jagat and Jiva also. Sambhavami, I take birth. So therefore, in this manner, that is, though I am free from Maya Shakti, though I have no karmaphalas, I wield a body whenever required for a specific purpose. So the question is, when do you take the avatar? When do you take avatar? So, yada yada hi dharmasya glanirbhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srujamyam. Yada yada, whenever dharmasya glanirbhavati, the glani, hani, loss, destruction of dharma. Keep the word dharma, dharma. We'll see thoroughly what means by dharma, because there's a total misunderstanding of this word dharma. In English, there is no word equivalent to dharma. Dharma word has got lots of meaning. We'll see main meaning, and there can be any verb, different type of meaning also are there. That is what the beauty of Sanskrit language. It's so potent with so many meanings. Whenever dharma is on decline, abhyuttanam dharma se glanir bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adhara. Opposite to dharma, on the rise, abhyuttanam. Tada atmanam srijamyam. At that time, I take avatar birth. I create myself as an embodiment. Not that helplessly I take embodiment by because of karma phalas. No. It is my will, out of compassion for the world, I take this embodiment. Now we have to see in detail what is meant by dharma. And its meaning is totally what? Confused by or wrongly interpreted by that English translation, religion. This is common. Religion, dharma, religion. Religion, dharma. The worst translation. Because dharma has no equivalent English word. Dharma is like ocean, whereas religion is a small portion of it. In fact, they should have properly translated religion as mata, pantha, a mata shraddha. A shraddha is something, a mata, opinion. Religion, mata, pantha is centered around a person who is the beginner of it. Samsthapaka. Mata samsthapaka. Whereas our Sanatana Dharma is not centered around any individual. Sanatana, Chirantana, beginningless as it were. With Srishti it comes. Along with the creation, there is this manual of dharma. Just as a sophisticated machine is sold, the manufacturer gives an instruction manual to make optimum use of the machine, and if any defects are there, how they can be set right. So also, to the humans, along with the Srishti, dharma was given because dharma is Vaidika Achara Samhita, a manual Samhita of Achara, conduct as recommended, as prescribed by Vedas. There are many things which human perception cannot find out in terms of seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling. There are many things which are beyond the range, beyond the purview of human mind and intellect. Such things are called atindriya, imperceptible, transcendental, which cannot be perceived by our senses. They need to be brought to our notice. And that is the job of Vedas. Actually, science is operating in the field of perception. Imperceptible field is not its range. That's why where science with its best accomplishments ends, Vedas start. Who wrote Vedas? Vedic knowledge is available to us through mantras and brahmanas. And these mantras and brahmanas are attributed to many great sages. But they have not put their signature there. Do you know why? They have not concocted. They have not imagined all these things. It is not the product of their intellect. Anything which is outcome of intellect is called paurusheya, born of a person. Vedas are a paurusheya. In meditation, when they were in tune with Parameshwara, tune with Paramatma, this knowledge got revealed to them. And they imparted it through Guru Shishya Parampara, Karana Parampara. Initially, they were not on the manuscript. The teacher is to tell the students to repeat, and then it was being, that is, handed over from the teacher to the taught. From teacher to the taught. But in course of time, Vyasa sensed a danger. A time will come in Kali Yuga wherein this link of teacher taught will be broken and this knowledge will get lost to the posterity. So he compiled them. Veda Vyasa is not the author of the Vedas. He is a compiler, not even editor. Editor changes. He can't edit, only compiler. If different recensions are there, he has kept them faithfully. Vedas are never edited. It is left to the posterity to analyze and find out what is correct. That's why Brahma Sutras, etc. have come. The Jaimini Sutras, Brahma Sutras have come. So therefore, he only put it on the manuscript form. That is where another problem is there. Modern scientists or explorers, they try to fix a date for Vedas. Some say 5,000, 6,000, up to 10,000 they have gone. They have gone this based on some physical evidence of the manuscript, the language, etc. Whereas Vedas are there from the very beginning of creation. They were not available in the manuscript. They are coming Karna Parampara. If Srishti is Anadi for Vyavahara purpose, not truly, because truly there is no Srishti, a different thing, it is not a topic here. As with Srishti, Vedas are bound to be there. The creator, Brahmaji, he gives hands to the Vedas along with the Srishti so that this human knows how to conduct in this world. So that being the case, this is what Achara Samhita. It enjoins our duties. Dharma can also mean karma or a duty. Why it is needed? See, if you are alone, you can behave as you want. Nobody is going to ask you. But in a society, you do not have such freedom. And society doesn't mean thousands of people. 2 persons make a society. When the other person is there, your conduct gets restricted. You cannot behave as you want. Certainly, you can behave in a manner to safeguard your interest, but at the same time, you should see that it is not at the cost of others. You cannot trample on the toes of others. So therefore, what should be done, what should not be done, why it should be done, why should it not be done, all these are recorded in the Vedas, Vaidika Achara Samhita. So that is the case. Say, now let us see a few definitions of Veda, Dharma. Before that, how this word Dharma has come, let us see. Dhru, Dhatu, that is that, what is that? Verb means protect, sustain, wear, restrain, survive. All these meanings are there. And all the meanings are applicable to dharma. What is dharma? See, dhriyate iti dharma. Dharanat dharma means that which protects is dharma. That which sustains is dharma. That which is worn, like, see, you wear the dress. The dress, what? Keeps you dignified. If you don't have dress, your dignity is gone. Like that. Dharma protects the dignity of the human. No dharma means dignity gone. Like you are not wearing the clothes. So restrain. That which restrains the individual is the dharma. Survives. That which enables the people to survive is dharma. So that's all. Actually, a man, human being, as he obtains, is mixture of, combination of divine and animal. Is there already? Dharma carves out of this animal the divine as human. You must have heard. See, that means that is divine people and the wicked people. Devas and Danavas. You are familiar with this word. Devas, divine beings. Danavas, that means what? Asuras, Rakshasas. They are all cruel and immoral people. In Satya Yuga, somewhere in the one part of heavens, Devas used to be there, other part used to be Danavas, demonic people. Deva, Dhamma. Devatas, divine beings, and demonic people. At times they used to come and clash with each other. Many wars were there. Satya Yuga. Treta Yuga, one part of the earth, Danavas were there, other part was Devas, like Rama at one place, Dandakaranya, Danavas. And he has to go there and destroy them. First in heavens at different places. Then on earth, different places. Treta Yuga. Dwapara Yuga, both Devas and Danavas came in one and the same family. Pandavas were representing Devas, Kauravas representing what? Danavas. Where in Dwapara Yuga. In Kali Yuga, Devas and Danavas are in one and the same individual. Everyone is a mixture of divine qualities, demoniac qualities. So therefore, any yogas, the demoniac qualities have to be put down. One has to uphold the divine qualities and live by that. So, dharma carves out the human from this individual, subduing the demonic qualities. So that is how we have to see that. Without dharma, human being is a barbarous being. He is not a human at all. So that means the case. Now let us see. One more thing. Our dharma, we call ourselves as, nowadays we are, because of history, the Hindu word has got stuck up with us. Actually speaking, ours is Sanatana Dharma, Chirantana Dharma, ever existing Dharma. It has come along with the Srishti, not started by any individual, like Mata Pantha. Mata Pantha, they have begun because of someone's values, etc., whatever he thought to be correct, etc. But ours is not so. Sanatana Dharma. Now let us see a few definitions of Dharma to find out what exactly it contains. Now let us say one thing. Vidvad bhi, this is from Manusmriti. Nityam sadbhi, vidvad bhi, advesha ragi bhi, sevitaha. I will come word by word. I am taking in detail because we should know what is Dharma, and you can share with other people who are interested to know what Dharma is. Because nowadays all nonsense is going in the name of Dharma. There is no even a bit of Dharma in that, all adharma only, and they are manipulating and mishandling the Dharma for their own selfish interest. We should know what Dharma is. Number one, that which is always sevitaha. Sevita means taken to in terms of their living. By whom? Vidvadbhi. Vidwan means Shastrajna. Those who know the Shastras in terms of do's and don'ts, those who take to such conduct. Sadbhi, who live a sadhu life. Sadhu life means not sannyas, etc. A good conduct as per the Vedas. Again, advesha ragibhi, those who are free from raga, advesha, free from likes and dislikes. Nityam sevitaha. And again further, hridayena abhyanujñātaha, which is abhyanujñātaha, which is approved by who? Hridaya. Make a note. Here Hridaya means Vedas. The conduct which is approved by the Vedas. From where Vedas have come from? Ishvara. The Srishtikarta, the creator, along with the creation, has given this manual of Vedas. So that is the conduct approved by Vedas. Such a conduct, such a conduct, dharmastam nibodhata. That is called dharma, please understand. Manusmriti 2, 2nd chapter, 1st verse. Vidbadbhi sevitaha, sadbhi nityam advesha ragibhi, hridayena bhanujñātaha, yaha dharma tam nibodhata. Tam nibodhata. Other one. The 10 facets of dharma. Vedaha smritihi. Sadacharaha. Not 10, 4. 10 will come afterwards. Sadacharaha. Good conduct. We'll come to that. Swasya cha priyam atmanaha. Etat chaturvidham prahu sakshat dharmasya lakshanam. Vedaha smritihi means adhering to the instructions of Vedas and smriti. Smritis are the text based on Vedas, like handbooks. Swadachara, that means conducting according to these two. Sadachara, a good conduct, which not only takes care of one's good, but also others' good, or at least doesn't harm others. Sadachara. Swasya priyam atmana, delightfulness of one's mind. And when there is alternative, suppose something is to be done, there is alternative. Taking to that alternative which delights oneself. That's the point. All alternatives are given by Shastra only, Vedas only. But taking to the one which suits oneself, as a result of which one gets delighted, that also. These four facets are called what? Sakshat dharmasya lakshanam prahu. Four features of actual dharma. Adherence to Vedas and Smritis, Sadachara, cheerfulness, delight of one's mind, and taking to those alternatives which delight oneself, which are but in accordance with the Shastra. Further, 10 facets. This is now what you are seeing is Manusmriti, 2nd chapter, 12th verse. Now again, Manusmriti only, 6th chapter, 92nd verse. These are the 10 facets, features of Dharma. Dhruti means fortitude, courage in pain or adversities, steadiness. Kshama, not allowing oneself. Forgiveness is one thing, but much more than that, not allowing oneself to get disturbed or agitated, even if someone does harm to me. That maturity of understanding. Not to get disturbed or agitated because of somebody has done wrong to me. That is real kshama. Or because of this, some problem is there in him, so you just ignore it. Kshama, forgiveness. Dhamma generally means mastery over the senses, sense organs and organs of action. But here we have to take it as Shama, mastery over the mind, because Dhamma, mastery over the senses, is going to come as Indriya Nigraha. Dhamma, mastery over the mind. Asteyam, non-thieving, no theft. You have no business to usurp someone's belongings. Asteyam. Shaucham, cleanliness, external, body, etc. Internal, at the mental level, free from kama, krodha, lobha, moha, madhavasra, all this. Shaucham. Indriya nigraha, control, mastery over the sense organs and organs of action. Dhi, viveka. Vidya, both types of knowledge. Paravidya, Brahma Vidya, Aparavidya, other Vidyas. Aparavidya, to live in world, you have to earn acceptance. How you can interact with the world. Paravidya, to know our Swarupa, Vidya. Satyam. Here Satyam, not only speaking truth, but also means living in accordance with what one has understood from the Shastras called Rutam. Whatever we have understood from Shastras called Rutam, living up to that, that's Satyam. Akrodha. Akrodha and Kshama, slight difference is there. Akrodha means somebody has done harm to you. And you are angry with that. But controlling, quietening that anger. In Kshama, not allowing such reaction. But here, reaction has come. But you are not acting according to that. You are trying to control that. Akrodha means, though you have got angry, etc., but you control. See, one thing, whenever anybody is angry, first thing, you should not get angry because it's bad. It is not good for anyone. First and foremost, not good for your health. You know, with anger, there is some secretion in the body. And that secretion is harmful. Once secretion takes place, it takes 3 months for that to get rid of the system, get rid from the system. So here, now, if not anything, anger, first and foremost thing is that shut your mouth. Because you have no control your mind then. If at all you utter even a single word, whole life you may have to repent about. First thing, take to be different means. See, anger means, you know what is the anger? Anger doesn't come just like that. Some of your desire is obstructed. You wanted something, some obstacles come, you get angry. Better analyze the desire. Apply your viveka. So, Kama Esha, Krodha Esha, we have seen that. So that is how, and that is that Akrodha. What I said, even if anger comes, keep the mouth shut. It can do such a harm, you may not be able to repair whole life long. Akrodha, but here it is controlling that. Dashakam Dharma Lakshanam. These 10 features are the features of Dharma. So therefore, one more is that we have seen Dharana Dharma iti ahu. Because it sustains, because it pertains, it called Dharma. Dharmo dharayati prajaha. Dharmo dharayati prajaha. It protects the people. It sustains the people. Tasmat dharmam prashamsanti. People, knowledgeable people, praise dharma. Why? It sustains and protects the people. And dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. Dharma protected. What do you mean the protection? Dharma lived. Protection of dharma is living in according to Dharma Shastra. Dharma rakshati rakshita. If you protect dharma, means if you live in according to dharma, rakshita, dharma rakshati, dharma rakshitaha rakshati. If dharma is rakshita, protected means you live by that, rakshati, it protects you. Corollary is dharmo hataha banti. Dharma hataha Killed means destroyed, means not adhere to. Hanti destroys you. I came across this. This was, few months back or recently, one Muslim Supreme Court judge had retired. And he has got importance because he was one of the bench of 5 judges which gave the verdict of that Ayodhya Ram Mandir, this thing, that dispute of Ram Mandir area. He was a Muslim. He quoted this when in his, what is that? When he was honored, in his reply, he quoted this. Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. Dharma hataha hanti. If you live by dharma, that what? It protects you. If you don't, you are going to get destroyed. In fact, he is the one who asked this Swami Ramabhadracharya during the proceedings of this case, can you give evidence from Vedas that Rama was born at such and such place? He said, yes, Your Honor. And he quoted from some Vedas. They got it. It is true. From Sharai river at such and this direction at such and such place. He really explained. He said, hats off to you. Hats off to Vedas. And this great person who can quote it. Same person. See how he emphasizes on dharma. It's not religion. The code of conduct. So now you have some idea about what this dharma is. In this context, we should know one thing. This word secularism, another problem in translation. Secular is translated as Sarva Dharma Nirapeksha. Independent of all dharma. They mean dharma by religion. It is not so. It should be Sarva Mata Nirapeksha. Sarva Pantha Nirapeksha. So it is independent of all religions, Mata or Pantha, not dharma. Dharma is indispensable to everyone belonging to any religion, irrespective of what their Mata Pantha is. Dharma is the basic requirement if you want to be a human and not an animal. See, nowadays in the name of dharma, secular, how they are cheating the country, how they are looting the country. In terms of politics, they try and making secular. So the slogan. They should know what dharma is. It is a code of conduct. It's very particular, one should be very particular about it. We'll see further about this. So, why Avatara has to come in such place? It's just like that. Who laid down the principles of dharma? Ishvara. So, if it is out of practice, he only can set it right. Just like a long highway bridge has collapsed. However enthusiastic the villagers around may be there, they cannot re-erect that. The authority who has laid down the bridge has to come and repair and reconstruct. Like that, when dharma is on decline, dharma doesn't get destroyed. It is not practiced. The decline, loss as it were, to establish The one who has laid down, who is it? Ishvara only has to come. Even the saints and sages cannot do much except some patchwork here and there. So that is how Avtara. So when it comes, when there is decline, loss of dharma, uprise of adharma, Ishvara takes an embodiment to set right the things. We'll continue. That is a question. The question is of a more or less different aspect has come. What do you mean by I Atma is self-evident, Saprakasha, Swayam Jyoti. When you say I is self-evident or self-luminous, the Upanishad is called Swaprakasha, Swayam Jyoti. What you mean by that? What are its implications? Let us start now. To know anything, what all do we need? We need indriyas, jnanendriya, sense organs, eyes, ear, nose, tongue, touch. Then a mind to coordinate, an intellect to decide. Without these three, we cannot perceive anything. So that means a thing becomes revealed to us. A thing becomes known to us. A thing gets experienced by us through the instruments of jnanendriyas, sense organs, mind, intellect, emotions, etc. From the mind only, without indriyas we can. But either all the three or indriyas need the other two, or mind and intellect necessary. Without that, we cannot know anything, we cannot experience anything. When you see the sun, Surya, what actually the process takes place, let us see. Your eyes are directed toward the sun. Your antakarana, the psyche, through the eyes, reaches the sun and gives an expression, impression on your antakarana, the psyche, of the form of the sun. It is called a vritti, a modification, or what is called as a thought, vichara, thought. And this thought corresponds to the form of the sun. And this thought removes your ignorance about the sun. Oh, there is sun. But for that process, the thought itself cannot do, because thought being the part or a modification of inert psyche antakarana, it needs to be illumined, made known. Just as an object in the darkness can be seen only you flash the light. So this Suryakara vritti, thought corresponding to the sun, Surya, inert in nature, it gets illumined by reflected Chaitanya in that thought, because such a provision is there in this creation. In every thought, Chaitanya, I, pure awareness principle, pure conscious principle gets reflected. So what happens now? You need this. Fine. To even buddhi, know your mind or buddhi, leave aside sense organs, mind, intellect. Those thoughts need to be known by Chaitanya, because they are inert. But I am, this Chaitanya, I am. You don't depend on the senses. You don't depend on the mind. You don't depend on intellect. You experience it. You know it on its own. You can verify it. Let us say, in pitch darkness, you are going somewhere. Some watchman says, who is there? Are you aware you are there or not? Yes. You are spontaneously. Just as an object needs the light to get it seen, but a lamp or the sun doesn't need any light. It is itself light principle. So also, Chaitanya, I, is itself knowledge principle, itself experience principle. It doesn't need any other instrument to know it or to experience it. The sun is light, embodiment of light. So also, Chaitanya is embodiment of knowledge principle. It is embodiment of experience principle. But presently, I am, everyone knows. In the waking we know I am, dream I am, in sleep at that time you are not able to express, but when you wake up, I slept well, I didn't do anything. Shows you are there present. Evident? In the sleep, even the mind and the senses are not there, and yet you are there self-evident. So therefore, which doesn't need any other instrument to know or experience it, that is what is called a self-evident, self-luminous anubhava, that anubhava swarupa, jnapti swarupa, jnana swarupa. Therefore, I am is an experience which is spontaneous, independent of anything else. And Shastra comes and tells that this entity I, distinct from your physical body, distinct from your pranas, distinct from your senses, distinct from your mind, distinct from your buddhi, intellect, is the divinity principle. It is Paramanda Swarupa. It is totally free from sorrows. It is totally free from birth and death. Do you know? No. Ignorance. Then comes the Shastra to point you. So therefore, actually from one standpoint, there is no atheist at all. Because is there anyone who denies one's existence? Unless a psychic is, mad person. Any sensible person, will he deny one's existence? I am, will he deny that? How can you say atheist? He accepts the divinity principle. But only problem is he is ignorant that it is the divinity principle. Needs to be educated, provided, is available for correction. From that standpoint, there is no atheist at all. All are theists because everyone I am. But the problem is this I, self-evident I, self-experiencing principle I, is mistaken. That mistake needs to be corrected. This is where Upanishads, Bhagavad Gitas, etc. come. It is the mind which plays the trick. It is because of this mind, our true nature is covered, obstructed. How? To some extent, we'll see next part. Om Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.